Did YSL break off from Rock Crew after YSL members believed that Boo had snitched?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that YSL and Rock Crew were the same thing but broke off after it was believed that Boo had snitched?
Can I answer and explain?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I don't remember, but I remember when I caught my case, they kept trying to say that YSL was a gang, but they couldn't prove it, so they dropped the charge. But then I got locked back up, so I just got caught with a gun, so I was just saying stuff.
When you said that, they were trying to say that YSL was a gang and they couldn't prove it, so they dropped the charges. What are you talking about exactly?
They couldn't prove that YSL was a gang, so they dropped the charges. But that was the first time. So the second time they came back, I already knew what they wanted to hear.
What charges got dropped and when?
Possession of illegal machine gun, dangerous weapon, sawed-off silencer, gang charge.
Now, are you talking about for the April 28th shooting?
No.
And in the April 28th shooting...
I said no.
I get it. I was going to ask you. In that shooting, though, didn't you say that was gang activity?
Did I say that?
Did you plead to gang activity in that?
I just told you I'm not talking about that case.
I understand. I'm asking about it, though.
I pleaded to the whole case. I was already down 3 years.
Okay. And that case, I'm showing you, has been marked as Stacy 509. Why? I'll give a copy too. Showing what has been admitted, or I'm sorry, marked as Stacy Exhibit 509. Is 509 the case that you pled to admitted guilt in?
Yes.
As it relates to the April 28th shooting?
Yes.
And you pled to gang activity and admitted that was gang activity then too, right?
Yes.
All right.
Can I explain?
Yes.
Because I just told you when I got locked up, before that case, I got locked up in May for a gun and gang charge. And they had already was saying all of this stuff at preliminary hearing. So when they started questioning me, I knew how to maneuver through them.
Now, the case that you pled to in the case from 2019 that's labeled 508Y, you admitted there as well.
No.
No? Okay, tell me about
29, when I caught my case in 2018, I never talked to no police.
Did you plead guilty to participating in criminal street gang activity?
I was down 4 years already, so they would offer me time served. I had to go through 14 more months in the feds. So I might as well take the time served, the 4 years and stay 3 years with the war.
And was the gang in that case YSL?
Yes, but they supposed to drop it because I was already on probation for that same gang charge from another shoe. I thought they had dropped. I never looked at it before I signed it.
Okay. Yes. Do you recall telling the jury on Friday that YSL is a record label?
I told you Friday. I don't really remember.
Okay. And do you recall me asking you whether you ever said YSL was a gang and a clothing line?
That's what you asking me, did I ever say that?
I'm asking if you recall me asking you that.
No.
Okay. Let me ask you today. Is YSL a gang?
No.
Okay. Did you, in the case that you admitted your guilt in with Kelvin Treadwell,
I didn't admit no guilt. I just play it out. You keep my admitted guilt. I caught that case. I had knew better. I had never talked to the police again.
you had what now?
Had knew better.
Oh,
I knew better.
Okay.
I had learned from my mistakes.
And that mistake was talking to the police?
Yes.
Okay. And why did you feel that was a mistake?
Because, like, I ain't got no business lying on nobody else just to try to. I gotta accept what I did. What I did.
And based on your talking to the police, did you plead guilty or did you admit that the April 28th shooting was gang activity, as reflected in the document I have in front of you?
Did I plead guilty or did I admit?
Both.
I pleaded guilty, but as far as admitting that it was a gang shooting, I don't remember that.
Okay. And that was shortly after you talked to the police in August 2015?
When I pleaded guilty?
Yes.
Nah, like 2.5, 3 years later, something like that.
And the 2019, was that even further down the line, but when you did not speak to the police? In the 2019 case?
Yeah.
Was that even further down the line and at a time when you didn't talk to the police?
It's 2018, yeah.
Okay. And you pled guilty and admitted that this activity...
I didn't admit. Nothing admit, Lord. She keeps saying I admitted.
All right. When you entered a plea of guilty, did your charge that you pled guilty to allege that you and Kelvin Treadwell... I'm not offering the document. I'm asking if the charge to which he pled guilty alleged a certain thing.
Overruled.
Your Honor, I'm asking...
Overruled.
Okay. All right. Did the charge that you entered a guilty plea to allege that on September 5th, 2018, while unlawfully associated with the criminal street gang YSL, participate in criminal gang activity through the commission of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon? Here, if you need to look at it, go ahead.
Can I answer and explain?
Answer first and then explain.
Answer and explain.
So answer first and then explain.
Yes, that's what I'm convicted. That's what I'm convicted of it, but that's not what. If you would have read the whole discovery packet, that's not what happened. It say they supposed to drop the gang charge. They dropped it on Bentley. The only reason they didn't drop it on me because I was already on probation for it.
For what?
For a gang charge.
And that was the same gang that you were on probation for, YSL?
Yes, that's the only reason the gang charge was on there because I was already on probation for it. So he caught a gang charge just because being around me.
Okay. Now, does your regret about talking to the police have anything to do with the fact that you ended up pleading or ended up being convicted of that gang charge in 2015?
I don't understand the question. Yeah, do I regret it because I got convicted?
Because you ended up having the gang conviction, yes.
No, I don't
That
regret.
part of the reason you regret it.
No, I don't regret it for that. I knew I was going to jail. Like, I never took no plea to, like, I never asked them for no plea or nothing like that. Even when they offered it, I never took it. I sat out and waited because I had I had already messed up, you know.
Okay. Did you, while you were in middle school, know a Detective Thorpe?
Yes.
Right. And did you talk to Detective Thorpe on August 5th, 2015, after you talked to Detective Gaither?
Yes.
And did you tell Detective Thorpe or admit to Detective Thorpe that YSL is a gang?
Overruled.
Did I admit?
I mean,
that-
certainly they'll be deciding all of the issues in the indictment, but they can hear evidence that the state and any that the defense wants to present.
Did I admit? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you need me to repeat it?
Huh?
Do you want me to repeat it?
Yes.
In that August 5th, 2015 interview, after you talked to Detective Gaither and Thorpe, did you admit to Detective Thorpe that YSL is a gang?
I admitted it, but only reason I admitted it, like I keep telling y'all, I had learned from my previous case, from the May the 5th case, everything they were saying in preliminary hearing, way before I even talked to the police, they were saying it when I got locked up. So when I got locked back up, I knew what they wanted to hear.
So are you saying you admitted it because you, what now?
I admitted it because they had already said it. If you would look at my May the 5th case on preliminary hearing, you would see that they had said everything about all these shooting stuff already. So that's how I knew what to say.
Did you tell the police, and by police I mean Gaither, Dennis, and or Thorpe, things that were not discussed in the preliminary hearing?
I probably did. Just to add on some more stuff, I probably did.
Okay. And did you give
But
them information?
But I know that what you asking me when I'm telling you, I know that's what was in my preliminary hearing.
Were you shown videos that involved a young man getting shot over at Browns Mill Road?
Yes.
All right. And did you tell them you know nothing about that? You weren't there?
Yes.
All right. But did they show you still shots from that video and ask you if you recognize certain people?
They never showed me no video. I'm sorry, they never showed me no video of nobody getting shot. They
Right.
showed me a video of some people inside of a store.
At the gas station?
Yes, they never showed me when nobody got shot.
Of the Citgo, is that
They
right?
never even told me that nobody got shot right there.
Okay. Did you point out Nard and say that you knew it was Nard with 100% certainty because you've known him since you were 12?
If I said that, I lied because I don't know no Nard.
Did you sign your name to that?
I don't remember.
Were you shown a picture by Detective Thorpe or Gaither or Dennis in that interview of Duop?
I don't remember.
Did you identify Duop by his photograph?
I don't remember.
Did you tell detectives Gaither, Thorpe, and Dennis that you didn't really know Duop because he was Yak's partner?
I don't even know if yet know him. I just telling you, I just making stuff up. But
Go ahead.
I think if I did tell them that, I told you I was just lying.
And did you tell, or were you shown a picture of Diamante Kendrick or Yak in that interview after you had talked to Detectives Gaither and Thorpe? Gaither and Dennis.
I don't remember.
Did you identify a person as Yak during your conversation with Detective Thorpe?
I don't remember.
Were you shown a picture of Shannon during that interview with Detective Thorpe after Gaither and Dennis on August 5th, 2015?
I can answer and explain, right?
Absolutely.
I don't remember, but Thorpe know he was dead wrong talking to me, knowing how my mind was. Y'all put an autistic junkie in the interrogation room and expecting him to be honest.
Okay. Now, you don't remember whether you were shown a picture of Shannon?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you repeat to Detective Thorpe what it is that you had told Gaither and Dennis that Shannon and Yak told you about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Yes, I think I did.
And did Nard bring a Draco to Thug's house the day before the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't know no Nard.
Did you tell detectives Gaither, Dennis, and Thorpe on August 5th, 2015 that Nard brought the Draco with a strap to Thug's house the day before Donovan Thomas was gunned down?
I don't remember, but if I told him that, I told you I only named guns that I had, so I don't know. I don't really know about guns. I only named guns that I had.
All right. During that interview on August 5th, 2015, after Thorpe came in, were you shown a picture of Shannon standing at a window in Thug's condo?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that that picture of Shannon was taken days before the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't remember.
Did Duop go to the condo the night of Donovan Thomas's murder?
I went there, so how would I know?
Did you tell the police that Duop didn't go to the condo?
She told you I went there, so how am I know?
Did you tell the police that Duop
I don't
didn't?
know. I don't know.
Did you tell the police, did you tell the jury rather that you had told some things to keep Moontunk out of trouble?
Yes.
Did you tell the police on August 5th, 2015 that usually Woody and Moontunk do all the shooting?
I don't remember.
Did you tell, is it true that Woody took Slug's spot in the game?
I don't remember saying that.
Did you tell the police that Woody took Slug's spot?
I don't remember saying that.
Okay. If Bentley had a problem, did you know him to call Nard to handle the problem?
Bentley ain't never really had no problems. Bentley ain't that type of person. I keep telling you that. He caught his first case with me.
Did you
Since been around me.
Did you tell the police that if Bentley had a problem, he would call Nard?
I just told him that because I was just lying.
Okay.
I told you I was just trying to put shit on people that I know ain't had nothing to do with it. Like Bentley never did nothing to day his life.
And after that, did you also tell the police you didn't know a thug buying guns for these crimes?
Because they kept, I believe I told them that, but they kept trying to say that that Thug was doing this and doing that. And to my, like, he controlled the people and this and that. And I'm telling them no.
So did you believe that they wanted you to say something about Thug?
Yes.
Okay. And did you believe that after your preliminary hearing, they wanted you to say that YSL was a gang?
Yes.
And did you believe after your preliminary hearing that they wanted you to tell them something about Bentley?
No, I just threw him on the bus.
And were you telling them what you believed they wanted to hear to get yourself out of trouble?
At first I was, yes.
Okay. At what point did you stop?
I ain't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
At first I was, but once I got to jail and got accustomed to it.
Okay, so are we still talking about August 5th, 2015?
Yes.
All right. So throughout the August 5th, 2015 interview, were you telling police whatever you felt they wanted to hear to get yourself out of trouble?
Yes, at first, yes.
Did that ever change in the August 5th interview?
Did it ever change?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Okay.